Hey guys, welcome to Busy Moms Yoga. I'm Megan. Thank you so much for joining me for the simple warrior flow. We're just going to go through the basic warrior postures. I don't have much of a warm up, so I'm hoping that maybe you're already warmed up, maybe adding this on to another flow. If not, maybe hit the pause button, take one of my 5-minute warm ups just to really get the core activated, bring some blood flowing to the legs, to the back, to the arms and shoulders. Might just make it a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit safer for you. We're going to take some half sun salutations to start. So a little bit of a warm up just to kind of get moving. And then we'll go into some warrior flows that we'll repeat through a few times. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Grab a mat. I have my blocks. Blocks are optional. Probably not really necessary today, but if you like to have them just nearby for security, never hurts. So when you're ready, let's take it to the top of your mat. Like I said, we're going to start with a nice little half sun salutation. So standing tall, palms are open. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your strength. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Tuck the tailbone in. And just take a moment to arrive on your space. And be grateful for this time that we have. When you're ready, big inhale in through the nose, lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Look to the horizon. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take that a couple more times. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground down, rise up. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground down, rise up. And hands come to heart center. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to take it to some of our warrior flows now. We're going to repeat each side 3 times. So try to stay with me best you can. First round, we'll take a little bit slower. Second and third round, we'll move breath to movement. All right, starting in our nice tall mountain pose. Once again, feel the ground underneath your feet. Take a medium-sized step back with your left toes into a warrior 1. So right toes pointing forward, keep the bend in the right knee. Left toes pointing towards the top left corner. Reach the arms up overhead. Warrior 1, big inhale. Straighten out that right leg, reach forward. And let's drop down to a pyramid stretch. Find the balance underneath your legs. Reach your arms up. And exhale, opening up to that warrior 2. So again, quick little alignment check here just for the first round. Right knee over the right ankle, toes pointing towards the front of the room. Open the hips, shoulders stacked over the hips, and then really digging that pinky side edge of your foot into the mat. Glancing over the right fingertips. Inhale, we reach up towards the sky with the right hand. Left arm can come down to your hamstring or maybe to your back, whichever feels comfortable. Maybe look up at your fingertips. And exhale, come down to a extended angle. So right forearm to the inner right thigh, and left arm reaches overhead. Nice long line of energy from the left pinky toe all the way up to the fingertips. And breathe. Slowly keep going. Cartwheel the hands down. Bring the left hand down. Right arm is going to reach up to the sky for a low lunge twist. Hold it here for just a moment. Bring that right hand down. Step the right foot back in your plank. And we'll take it to a little vinyasa. Let's lower all the way down to the mat for the first round. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, release, tuck the toes, and push yourself up and back, downward dog. Now I'm just going to switch sides here, so I'm not giving you my back. You stay right where you are for just another breath. And then walk your toes towards the top of your mat. And slowly we rise back up. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to center. We'll take it to the other side. Opening up in that mountain pose, step back with the right foot. Arms come up, warrior 1. nice and tall, hips squared towards the front of the room. Inhale, straighten out that left leg as you hinge the hips forward and fold over that left leg. It's a great posture for blocks. So I should have said that on the other side. If you want to have those blocks handy for your pyramid, you absolutely can. Soften that left knee as you rise back up. And exhale, opening up warrior two. So once again, shoulders stacked over the hips, left knee tracking over the left toes, sink down into the hips a bit. Inhale, reach up with the left, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, reaching with the right arm overhead, opening up that left hip a bit. Big inhale. And we exhale the right hand all the way down to the mat. Keep twisting and open up that left hand towards the sky. Bring the left hand back down, step back, take our vinyasa, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, lift, baby cobra, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, release, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward dog. All right, one round done, 2 to go. We'll see if we can pick up the pace a little bit this time. So when you're ready, tiptoe your feet towards the top of your mat. Ground down, rise up, hands to heart center. Mountain pose. Inhale the arms up, step back, warrior one. Exhale, start to fold over that right leg. Soften the right knee. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, warrior two. Glancing over that right shoulder, or that right fingertip, I should say. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, maybe reaching a little bit more down towards the ground this time. And turn down towards the mat. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up, low lunge twist. Right hand comes down to meet the left. Step back to your plank. Your choice if you're going to take a back bend like we did earlier, or maybe you're going to stay with me. Let's take it to a chaturanga. Not going all the way down, holding halfway. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And stay here for a breath. Totally optional if you want to take the upward dog or just stick to the first back bend we started with, just a little baby cobra. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold. Opening up, mountain pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back up. I did that wrong. Take a step back with your right foot, warrior one. That's okay, an extra forward fold, never hurt anybody. Reaching forward as you straighten that left leg, fold over your left leg for a pyramid pose. Soften the left knee as you rise up. And exhale, warrior two. Glancing over the left fingertips. Inhale, we rise, peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. Bring that right hand all the way down. Left arm reaches up, low lunge twist. And again, left hand comes down to the mat. Step back to your plank. Your choice here. Stay with me for chaturanga, or maybe drop all the way down and take a baby cobra. Either way, we all meet in downward dog. Walk, step, or jump your feet to the top of your mat. One more round on each side. Mountain pose. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. I did it again. Inhale, rise up. I'm just so used to forward folds here. Step back with the right foot, warrior one. At least we're even now. Inhale, straighten out that leg. Reach for the front of the room. And fold over that right leg, pyramid pose. Soften the knee, rise up. Quick warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the right palm, reach up for the sky, peaceful warrior. Exhale, coming back down, extended side angle, maybe reaching for the ground a little bit further this time. Can also use a block underneath that right hand. Turning down towards your mat, reach up with the right, low lunge twist, my favorite stretch, or at least in my top three. Right hand comes down, step back to your plank. I'm gonna drop it all the way down this time, your choice. Inhale, lift into your back bend, and exhale, release, downward dog. walk, step, or maybe take a little hop towards the top of your mat. Rise up, hands to center. One more time, we got this. Mountain pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back up. 3 times I did it. The same thing. Step back, warrior one. I guess you can tell my style of yoga. Straighten out that leg as you reach forward and fold. I guess I should just work the forward fold into the flow, huh? Bend that left knee, rising back up. Open up, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reach up, peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. Nice side body stretch. Cartwheel the right hand down. Left arm reaches up. Low lunge twist for the last time. Left hand comes down. Step back to plank. Last one. So I'm going to take the chaturanga to upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Stay here for a breath. And again, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Root down, rise up, and exhale. Awesome. All right. So come back to the center. Just take a few breaths together. Probably feeling that heart rate kick up a little bit. I know I am. Let's just find our calm again for a moment. So bring the hands to heart center. Maybe find a spot on the floor to focus your gaze on. We're going to close out with a few balancing postures. Always could be good to be near the wall because any of these balancing postures can also be stretches. And everybody's body is different. So it depends what's in your practice. I encourage you to try, especially if you're in the comfort of your own home. If you fall, who cares? Pick yourself back up. So we'll start dumping the weight into your left leg. Let's start with a little tree kickstand. Okay, and this might be enough. This might be enough of a balance for you, and you want to stay right here. Or maybe you advance it up to the shin. Again, could be helpful to find that spot on the floor to focus your gaze on. If you want to take it one step further, go above the knee joint to the inner thigh. Pushing with your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot equally. Maybe extend your arms up. And it's okay if you wobble. I'm wobbling. We're not meant to stay on one foot, but just focusing on that balance. Now, if you need to drop your foot down, go for it. But if you can do so without dropping the foot down, just bring the knee into the chest just for a moment. Hands come back to heart center. We're going to take it to a quad stretch. So kicking the knee back, I'm going to grab the inside of your foot. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. So from your quad stretch, grabbing the inside of your foot. And if you want to be close to the wall and just take this as a nice quad stretch, go for it. Kicking your foot into your hand, you'll feel the front of your thigh turn on. If you want to take it as more of a balance, maybe that left hand comes up towards the sky. Option to stay right here, or maybe start to tip forward into a dancer. Now again, finding a spot to focus on can be super helpful. Kick that foot into your hand as you reach forward with your left arm. And wherever you feel like you need to stop and hold, totally fine. Without slingshotting, release that foot, come back to center. All right, beautiful job. We'll take it to the other side. Weight goes into the right foot. Start with the kickstand. And try to challenge yourself to go exactly where you went with the last leg. Okay, so if your last leg, if your right foot came up to your shin, try that on this side. If it came up to the inner thigh, try that. And if you need to give it a little support and a little help like I just did, totally fine. I have way better balance on my left leg than my right, although some days are better than others. Again, pushing with your foot and your leg equally into one another. That will absolutely help with your balance. And breathe. Maybe extend your branches. Maybe sway side to side if you really want a little challenge. Now again, if you need to put your foot down, go for it. Otherwise, release. Bring that knee up and in first, and then send it behind for that quad stretch. So holding onto the wall or not, your call. If you're just taking the quad stretch, you can hold your foot on the outer edge. Might feel a little challenging on the shoulder otherwise. Extend that right arm up towards the sky if you want to take it to the balance. And if you are taking the dancer, swap your hand so it's inside your foot, and then start to kick that foot back and up as you hinge forward, reaching with your right hand towards the front of the room. And let your gaze follow your fingertips. And again, no slingshot. We return to standing. Beautiful job today. Let's close out with 3 collective breaths. When you're ready, big inhale, lift. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, biggest breath of the day. And exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for taking this simple but effective warrior flow. I hope that you got your heart rate up a little bit. I know I certainly did. You heard me breathing heavy a little bit there. Got a few extra forward folds in there. You're welcome. Didn't mean for that to happen, but I'm a creature of habit. What can I say? Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button. You can find me on Instagram at Busy Moms Yoga, and I'll let you know whenever I drop any new videos. So stay tuned, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.